Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So we know that we have another Let's Do Deals, off-market deals being pitched. Went to Augusta, up into Lincolnton, and then back through Greensboro. So quite a bit of mobile homes we reviewed. We got a total of almost 20 mobile homes coming available in Augusta. We were not able to upload all the deals onto the spreadsheet, but as I always mention, make sure you check it out every day. Every day you should be logging in. If you don't have access to the spreadsheet, send us an email, drop a comment on the actual recording. We do, of course, share this recording tomorrow morning, come 10 in the morning, typically on Let's Do Deals Facebook group and on YouTube. We'll get the recording of this also on there. So if you do miss it or want to rewatch it, you can catch it there, but connect with us. So Augusta, we uploaded about 3 or 4 properties, but we got quite a bit and we're still doing some due diligence. That's another thing. Don't forget the mobile homes that you find on our spreadsheet. It's not just a mobile home we pulled out from Facebook somewhere. And we do. From time to time, we will get deals from Facebook as well. But there's a thorough due diligence that we conduct on every one of the homes that's on there. If the mobile home is too far gone, and by too far gone, I mean if it's all the plumbing is gone, all the electrical is gone, if the roof's caving in, those deals are not going to be on our spreadsheet. Bottom line, that typically when people call us, hey, I just need you to move a mobile home, it's free. It also usually means there's a tree between it, okay, between bedroom 1 and bedroom 2. So just little things we see. But the due diligence also consists of, and we were thorough with what we do, but don't forget, there's still your due diligence you need to do, okay? And I say that because I got a couple texts just a little bit ago from a park owner. How much is a rehab? You cannot ask me how much is a rehab because I'm going to give you the number that I am able to do. I'm able to get a lot more material for a lot less. I'm able to do a lot more work for a lot less. And that's just because the relationship is built. What I'm getting at is that there's no deal the same. There's no rehab the same. You need to do your due diligence. What may cost me, maybe you get it for even less than I do. So one of those things to keep in mind. But we do also check on taxes. We check on liens. We check with the parks. Don't forget that if the mobile homes are in a community mobile home, meaning they don't have to be moved, they are in a community where they welcome investors and subleasing. If you're a GMHU student, then they welcome you with open arms. That's kind of the way it works. So we're building a lot of new relationships as well, working with a lot more other people. So we'll get started. Let me show you a couple. The one thing I did today while I was out in Augusta, I wanted to start walking through, and we talked about maybe going live on while we're out in the field. Now, this is usually early in the morning. Tuesdays is my day out in the field, and it typically starts from 5-ish to 6 in the morning, and we're on the road. So it just depends the amount of mobiles that we're going to be reviewing. But what I did was at one of the first homes that we were in is I walked it through, and it kind of gave me the idea more so of almost like a mini shadow. The shadow has been pushed to fall, but the one thing that we do is we walk the mobile homes and we show you specifics. This is how much it typically costs. This is how much repair it would need, and just point out every little detail that you need. So what I want to do is share. Give you a minute to see this here. And don't forget the spreadsheet top right corner. That's where the latest deals are coming in, the latest inventory. Can everybody see my screen? I know I get to talking and sometimes it has not shared. So I'm not going to show you how to use this spreadsheet. But okay, top right corner is typically our newest inventory that's coming in. There's also, of course, list of where we need inventory. If you're a wholesaler bird dog, this is your chance. Send us an email, DM, let us know we have some on mobile homes. We can definitely get them from you directly. At the bottom, I added a video. You can click on this here. It'll take you directly to our YouTube. And what I did is I walked through one of the first mobile homes I was reviewing and just kind of pointing a few of the things that I will look into. So that should be very beneficial for some of y'all who are looking into mobile homes. I don't know where to get started, what to look for, what should I be searching for, due diligence. And we coach on all the above. You have to do a thorough due diligence. It does not only mean reviewing the mobile home, it does also mean the paperwork, documents, the legality. But this is a great start for you all. Check this video out. It's about 6 minutes long. I was walking in and out. Very hot mobile home, but we got out of this. So, okay. So let's go ahead and start with one of the deals. Okay. Augusta, Georgia. Augusta, pretty high demand. Anything East Georgia is very high demand, even more so when you start getting down into the Hinesville, Brunswick, and definitely Savannah area, very high demand. Seems like people there buy a mobile home and never sell it again. We get very little inventory out of those areas, but there's still high demand for it. So metal on metal, my favorites, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. These are older units in a small park. I would say probably about 40 40 mobile homes total. There's about maybe 5 or 6 that need to be demoed. We reviewed them. That's one of those things. The ROIs better off. And I don't ever like to go to a demo. I like to think that I can rehab every mobile home, but some are too far gone. So I will share some of those pictures with y'all on here as well later on. But like I said, we got quite a bit. I'm still doing due diligence on some. So let's work with these available so far. Okay. 2 bedroom, 1 bath. The year, make, model will get you that information. The rental rate in the area is around 625. We give you that as an idea only. Don't forget, if you're going to do a rent to own, create a note, finance, you are now the bank, meaning that you can up that 675, maybe even to the 700. Okay. Again, it's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. High demand. The lot rent is 365 in this park, plus 25, which says for the water and trash. Okay, so total up. But asking price for this one is only 3,500, as I mentioned before. And y'all take your time, look at these pictures, and yes, you can go see each and every one of these homes. Do not feel like you have to go based on the pictures. If you can make a decision based on that, that's great. It means you've probably been doing it for a while. But even I still go out and review mobile homes. Okay. Tuesdays, I am not looking at all these units. So let us know on that. The next one in Augusta, we got one in Macon as well. I'm going to show you out here shortly. But this one's a small one. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. And we will upload the information. Bear with us. We will get all these details on the top left corner. We'll put the ARVs, rental rates, everything that you need to know. Only 2,000 for this one here. It is a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. A lot smaller, but as you can see, it's a cleanup job and it's pretty much good to go. Touch it up with some windows. So quick tip for you all. I love giving y'all tips. Do not buy mobile home windows at a mobile home store. Okay. As with anything that's specific, it costs a lot more. You can get a window for any mobile home simply by going by Ace Hardware or Home Depot. I'm sorry, Ace Hardware and Lowe's. Home Depot does not longer cut window glass. But you can measure this exact glass like what you see on this picture on the top left and go and get them to cut it exactly to that size. Then it costs you anywhere from maybe $10 to $15 versus $300-400. There's a tip for you. Okay, let's keep going. Next, Augusta, all these in the same park, by the way, same park as you can see them. Okay, B4, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, another one, same numbers as the other 2 bedroom. There is a couple of them. There's one that's a 3 bedroom, 1 bath. We may keep that one. There's some that need more work than others, obviously, but I didn't see any that were alarming, other than the ones that obviously need to be demoed. We're not even going to, show interest in that. That's not a deal for anybody, not here. So, the goal is to come in and be able to rehab, get in, get out kind of thing. So we're trying to do this thing productively. But if it's a deal, then we blast it on here. So 17.5 for this one. Rent the rate 625. Lot rent the same. Let me see. Bear with me. And welcome. We got a couple more people that just joined us on Instagram as well. So welcome and good evening. All right. Any questions? Y'all can try to check the chat box. If you have a deal, don't forget you can pitch it on here as well. If you think you have a deal, pitch it on here. All right. Well, let's move along. So the one in Macon, I've only had, since investing in mobile homes, 7 years, I've only had about 4, I want to say 5, but I can only think of 4 solid ones. They're called special edition single wides. And here's why. They are massive single wides. The biggest single wide you can get is a 16 by 80. Remember that, 16 by 80. Under that, you got a 14 by 70, 14 by 80. Then you go into the 12 by 60s, 12 by 50s, and smaller and smaller. Usually the older the mobile home, the smaller. So to date, the largest one they got is a 16 by 80. After a single wide that big, you go into the double wides, 24 by 40, whatever it may be. So, but when you think about a 16 by 80, you're thinking 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Sometimes it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. When you have a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 16 by 80, I mean, it's pretty massive. You can imagine the rooms are huge. Okay. Very spacious. But I like these special editions. They come in with 4 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay. We had a rent to own in Bessemer, Alabama that we did last year, beginning of last year. It is done very good. Think about it. You don't have to go into a double wide to get a 4 bedroom. So this is what we got here. Now, we did come in, clean it up, touch it up. We did a lot of the TLC and work. It needs minimal work at this time. You can look at these pictures here. Even had our housekeeping go in and clean this up. So ARV on this one, this is in Macon now. Okay, different area. We're not in Augusta anymore. 4 bedroom, 2 bath ARV. We're looking at around 25,000 minimum. I would not go under that by any means. Rent the rate in the area, you're looking at around 800. Again, if you're doing a rent to own, create a note, finance, I'd be topping over 900. Again, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. This is desirable by all means. So lot rent is only 300. You can see where the ROI is looking better and better, right? 300. Let's say even if you do collect 800, you're clearing $500 every month. That's a beautiful net pay. Okay. Lot rent, it does include water and trash. Put that on there. So water and trash on this park. The only other utility they would need is obviously power. I believe it's Georgia Power in this community. So don't quote me on that, but easy to find that information. Asking for this mobile home at this time is $9,500 or best offer. Again, it needs minimal cleanup. As you can see, it is ready to be put out in the market. So let us know if anybody's interested in that one. Okay. Do I have any other new ones? I'm going to use my computer mouse. There we go. Here's another one. Back in Augusta. Okay. And again, tomorrow morning and probably this evening, I'm going to spend quite a bit of time. GMHU admin, we're going to upload all the other pictures to the other ones, all the information to these here. The park owner here, he is phenomenal. He is very intrigued in bringing GMHU students and other investors if they're clear through us. So let us know if you want to come in, grab 1-2 units. That'll definitely please them. We may be able to work with the lot rent. Quote me on that either. I'll let you know. Okay. So here is another one. Let's see. All these are going to be the same equal lot rent, not a single wide, not a single double wide in this park, all single wides. Okay. So 2-bedroom, 1-bath, lot C7, ARV 17.5, rental rate 625, lot rent 365 plus 25 for water and trash. Asking for this one is 2,500. That's not what I said that I asked for this one here, but being that it's already listed at that, we'll keep it at there. This is 3,500 minimum we should be asking for. It does have appliances on it as well. And like you can see, these are cleanup jobs. You know, I continually hear how much work is it going to need? You know, for starters, you're going to need a small dumpster, come in and clear all that. Now, this park has had an issue with squatters. That's one of the things we were talking about. As a matter of fact, one of the mobile homes I was not able to get into, they actually came to the door. As I was trying to pull the door, we're trying to get in, we got tools. Some of these are screwed shut, and most of them, as you can see, have boards because they don't want people getting in. The city county actually makes the park owners do this in many parks where in order for you to avoid squatters and to have them vacant, you need to board them up. So otherwise, you know, all kinds of stipulations on that. But I guess it doesn't matter. B5, I think it was, try to get into it, and they actually came to the door. Hey, we live here is what it said. Now, I wasn't thinking otherwise, though. You know, the park owner wasn't there. If we didn't connect till later on, he said, no, that was a squatter. That's all those are supposed to be vacant. So funny story anyway. We'll get them out of there. Okay, that's one thing. But yes, so anybody interested in these, let us know. Send us an email. And do not forget, I got an announcement for y'all, by the way, tonight, because we got a lot of partners that are coming in, and they're going to change some things. Don't forget the bottom left, the 4 little lines. That is the best way to be able to look at this spreadsheet, and you can see quite a bit of deals. All these deals, people keep asking me, where can I find a good deal? Guys, this spreadsheet has deals after deals. You can see rows and rows and rows. Okay, here's another one. Okay, home is moving ready. So it just depends what you're trying to do exit strategy wise. And for those of you who are asking, can I Airbnb? Can I Airbnb here? Here's the thing, okay? We're selling you inventory. We're selling you best off-market deals. We're allowing you to come into communities that we've already done all of our trust, all of our credibility, so that you can come in and freely invest. You can come on our spreadsheet and say, give me this one, that one, those, and some of that. And you get them, right? What happens, though, however, is that when it comes to, you know, subleasing, there are certain park rule and regulations. Now, I make it easier for a lot of you investors who want to come in and I want to do a rental. Okay, well, the park doesn't allow rentals. We speak to them, we'll get you approved, and it kind of happens. Bad side of that is that if the investor does not follow through, something drops down, then we got an issue. Then it kind of burns up for everybody else. So we got to be careful of that. Airbnb is something we pushed very hard to happen. We've tried in many, many parks and got all no's, not yet. We'll think about it. Even to me, coming up, yes, we were able to do it down in Albany. Here's the nice thing about being able to do one thing one time. It makes it easier following up. Now we got a reference. Albany park manager can say, oh yeah, works phenomenal down here. And they get us somewhere else. And they get us somewhere else. So when it comes to mobile home like this one here, making Georgia Lot 6, yes, it is approved at this time. But don't forget, as an investor, it's something you have to keep up, okay? It's not something you can put as a stipulation. I will only buy if I can Airbnb it. Go find another a mobile home park that allows you to sublease, period. Not a lot of them will like it. So, you know, just kind of keep that in mind. A lot of if anybody has a deal, drop a comment, don't raise your hand or mute yourself. But a couple of announcements I got to make. Okay. I'll start with tomorrow night. Do not forget, tomorrow night, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, got an hour or longer coaching. Tomorrow is going to be fundamentals. Steps 2, mobile home investing. A lot of people are asking about the brand and the marketing. I want to walk you through step by step how to acquire your first deal. Okay. That's something that all of you need to know and need to know the steps. You've got to know the steps how to. Sunday at 8 p.m., we always have a piggyback call prior to. So we kind of get into that and talk, but we don't go as depth. 30 minutes is not long enough to coach. Okay. Go to GarciaMHU.com. You can also sign up on there and or send us an email. If it's your first time for a Wednesday call, it's members only. You can get on at no cost. Okay. This spreadsheet we've been talking about for a while. This spreadsheet here started years ago. And it started because we are the only educational platform that offers students their first deal. If you take coaching through us and you say, I'm ready at this time, and I'll tell you when you're ready. Look, you've done these many lessons, you got to get a deal. You can't keep learning. It's time to learn that with the deal. Okay. So we do that and we offer that, but with more and more connections, more credibility, we've been able to get more and more inventory. Whereas I showed you, you see rows and rows and rows, and there's a lot more inventory that never makes it to the spreadsheet. This spreadsheet would have over 500 deals right now if we uploaded everything. I think a lot of people take this for granted. They're kind of, the deal's just sitting there. You don't realize the potential you got here. Thorough due diligence has been done. The parks that we have, the mobile homes, they allow subleasing. They welcome you with open arms. You've already come in with that credibility of us. You got deals that check out. All these deals are off market and they all check out. Some are slam dunks, some are okay, some are good, but they all have great ROIs behind them. Okay. As it grew more and more, we started opening it to not just GMHU students, but also to other investors. And even some bird dogs, and even some wholesalers have come through here and kind of take some deals, leads, that bring us a buyer, whatever. There's many ways that we can work together. But as of now, we got many big investors that are coming in. If you've been paying attention to the real estate market, a lot more real estate investors are converting from apartments to mobile home parks to individual mobile homes. Why? Easier, simpler, lower risk, lower entry, high rewards. It is simple. We can close on our mobile homes in minutes. We got 2 closings scheduled for tomorrow. I say maybe 10 minutes we'll have those done. You cannot do that with real estate. So that alone is an issue for why a lot of these investors are coming over too. But that being said, however, I've asked a lot of you to give me feedback. What do you think? Should we keep this on? At one point, we even had a investor saying, when you start charging for this call? I don't think so. I don't see the need for doing something like that. We can all come in, and even though there's very few people on here, there's over 500 views every Let's Do Deals Wednesday morning. By Wednesday, probably by noonish, there's about 500 people who've already seen the spreadsheet. Now, I don't hear much from them, but they're watching it, so maybe they're getting some education out of it. This call will not continue very much longer. I don't know if it's going to be a couple of weeks, maybe a month, but once these other investor partners come in and they're talking about grabbing 20, 30 mobile homes at once, that's going to really get that inventory going and going. Now, if you're a GMHU student, you always get priority. Bottom line, 3 people want this mobile home I'm showing right now. You happen to be the only GMHU student, you get the deal. That's the way it works. Okay. So stay tuned for some of those changes. But yes, these calls are going to be limited and soon it will be absent too. Okay. Anybody have any deals, any questions, comments, remarks? I want to know. Okay. I am paying attention to Instagram. Instagram, y'all are quick to call me out. You don't pay no attention to us on Instagram. Yes, I do. But don't forget, I always tell you, especially on nights like tonight on Tuesdays, where I present this spreadsheet, it'd be a lot easier if y'all just come over to Zoom and you're actually able to see the whole screen, not just the minimal one-sided of a mobile home. But that's up to you. You're welcome anywhere. All right. I do not see any other ones. I do have a direct coaching coming right after this call. So we're going to jump on that. But don't forget, GarciaMHU.com. Visit us. Join us tomorrow night at 7. It is going to be a great call. Fundamentals, how to get deals, how to talk to sellers, how to hire contractors, documents, the legalities, bill of sales, titles, all the things you need to know. Great calls on the above. All right. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.